Hey, Steve Trimble, and this FieldLink tip number 14 is sharing floor analysis data from FieldLink back to Connect so that you can stay on top of where those floors are at and how level they really are and document it. Um, this video will actually show you what the deliverables you're able to create in FieldLink, as well as RealWorks, because some customers, GCs and concrete contractors do like those reports as well too. We're then going to show you how to transfer that data from the tablet or FieldLink back to Connect so that you can share with other stakeholders on the team what's going on with this project and know exactly what your issues are. We're then going to show you how to utilize the data in Connect or just open it and talk about the various instances of Connect. So you have Connect on the web where you can essentially anyone there can log in on any browser, phone, or tablet and see where the project's at, and then desktop where you can actually view the scan data. The reason for this is we've got a couple concrete contractors asking how to very quickly share what's happening with the floor. So we have a couple videos showing you how to use scanning to put concrete down flatter. This video is kind of a post-processing after the concrete's been installed, just documenting what's there. And if you can determine and document the floor flatness and floor levelness, you will know where your issues are and save a lot of rework issues that are going to come in later, depending on the flooring type. A lot of owners and GCs will have varying degrees of needs on how flat it needs to be. So if you can document it correctly and determine where those issues are, you can save a lot of money with work going forward when you know you have to remediate or fix something. So quickly, we'll cover the deliverables that you're able to actually create. In FieldLink, you can do an ASTM E1155 FFFL, run the lines like you see here. A lot of our subcontractors and concrete contractors do like that. You can actually use the scan data to see where you may have issues if you run lines just based on the elevation view like you see here, with red being high and then green being within that tolerance of elevation that's probably there. If you go across those, you may run into some issues. But you can also see where those lines will drawn, and if they were too close to a sleeve or an opening, it documents it. The other reports we can do, which are nice, is also there is creating a surface report where you can get a percentage of area within tolerance or outside of tolerance. It'll also create an as-built of those points, which can then be saved directly back to Connect and viewed on the web browser. So those topo elevations are huge. Here you can actually see and Connect what that looks like. And because those scans are able to be geo-referenced and placed in regards to the project coordinates or model, you know where those points will line up, and there's communication is really easy that way. Finally, you can also in FieldLink run an inspection, which is going to compare the scan data to a model if you have it. You can transfer that inspection or export that inspection data. It won't be viewable on Connect Web yet, but you can actually share the images that are created there. So we'll kind of show you how to do all four of those projects. What we're not really going to cover too much is how to create RealWorks deliverables, but we will link below to how to do some of those and other videos online showing you how to create those. RealWorks can do more precise and get a little more detail into the analysis that you're able to create. So you can see like the image below will be a TIFF image that you can zoom in on and see the deviation away from that. Can create a floor inspection report like you see above, or an FFFL like you saw like with FieldLink can do. But you can also create more precise contouring map like you see above, or section and shifts graphs, which are gonna essentially show you with a green line the actual as-built versus the reference line going across that floor and the top. So you can actually export those as DWGs or DXFs and bring them into Connect as well too. That would be on the office side, because obviously RealWorks is going to need a PC to run. Either way, if you create a PDF, an image, points, or those inspection clouds like you see, you can export all of those and view them in Navisworks or Revit. So we'll show you a little bit of that. So moving in, saving and transferring files from FieldLink to Connect. There's kind of 4 different ways to do it. If I jump into a floor analysis that we've already started here, I've already drawn some lines to this FFFL. I can create this report. For an FFFL, I'll plug in the numbers of what I need to hit and then create the report. I can then directly save this report once I'm signed in to Connect through FieldLink directly to Connect like you see here. So for some deliverables that's going to be needed, because the second way I could try and transfer the data is just through a more projects manage save as. Some deliverables are going to go through with this save as. Some of those aren't. So if you want to make sure it's immediate, I would generally suggest saving that file directly to Connect. If you do the save as, sometimes depending on version of FieldLink you're on, the images won't go. So that's usually suggested just do the direct save. If you do the save as, though, that is kind of the second way to do it, but not all the data will go every time. So those are two ways. The third way you can actually save data back from Connect is to use Connect Sync. Connect Sync, you can set up to actually manually run this, and it'll save everything within the project settings you set or folder, and then sync everything back to Connect. And usually the one I will generally default to, my fourth way is coming in and manually dragging and dropping the documents on the tablet into a web browser opened up on Connect. So those are kind of your four ways to move data from FieldLink to Connect. On Connect Web, the reason why you share this through here is you're sharing the results immediately. If you can communicate issues quickly and to everyone on the team, you should be able to fix them a lot better and know the issues going forward, which is it's always better to know those issues going forward. So here you can actually see the floor analysis, those points created, overlaid on the model, so you can communicate with team members here directly to see what that elevation actually is versus the design of what it should be. So have a couple different ways to do that. You have a measurement tool within Connect. You also have the ability within here to create to-dos or topics. Topics are going to actually flow through as a BCF topics into like Procore. And to-dos will also live here, but you can actually communicate your issues through there and assign them to someone. So the 3D viewer is great for viewing those layout points, and actually even like those contour lines that we created in RealWorks, you can bring them in and view them as well too. The other nice thing is with Connect is you can actually use it as a PDF editor and viewer. You can actually start to comment on here with some free text. Here you can see that FFFL report saved back, or even the flooring report as well too. Moving through here, the other thing we can do is save images back, which is really nice because you can actually save what you see on the tablet back. So here you can see like an elevation view of that floor 3, 5E. I can even save back and view, if I open it up again, like the inspection cloud of that too. So I can click in here and start to see that same thing. So this will colorize and actually bring the scale bar to show me what's high and what's low. So those are a lot of the deliverables that you can create in FieldLink and the ways to save them back to Connect Web. Utilizing the various to-dos and topics, you can essentially assign someone what you think is an issue or sign off here as well too. With Connect Desktop is where you can actually bring in the point clouds. So you can use Connect Web to transfer the data. FieldLink is not going to currently save directly back, so you will need to drag and drop that. But once you download it from Connect, you can actually bring it back into the viewer here and essentially view anyone for free. You can view the full 3D model and data set. So that's really nice. Without having to pay for even a license or another software, you can use the free version. Anyone can view all the models that they have access to, and then once they download the scan data, they can upload and view it here. So it's a very inexpensive way to get access to that scan data as well too. Now, if you do have like Navisworks or the Autodesk subscriptions, again, you can export the RCP and also bring that in there as a viewer. But between those various deliverables and access to viewing, you can see what's going on with this floor. It's a very flat floor. Looking back at FieldLink, you can see we have a little bit of an issue where it's high here, but I can communicate those issues directly and quickly. To other team members, right after I'm done scanning, so these 4 scans of this probably about 10,000 square foot area took all of about 15 minutes. I know exactly where we might have some issues. So um, please reach out to your nearest building point representative if you have any questions on how to, I guess, continue to create those deliverables. So we will link to some of those videos. And as always, if you want to see anything else, please reach back out or in the comments and let me know. We can try and cover the deliverables and kind of show you the workflow with that. I believe our next video will cover how to do core analysis for ACI tolerances and sharing that back and actually collecting the data, analyzing it in RealWorks or in FieldLink and RealWorks because it's a bit more precision sometimes needed, and then how to create those deliverables as well too. So thanks.